Paperboy News here to deliver y'all that daily report. Now it's sad and unfortunate, but when you gangbanging and you famous, when something bad happens to you, your ops laugh. I mean, let's take Munchie B for example. He's a reputable from Inglewood families, but ever since they ran that rumor that 4-leaf peanut buttered them inside LA County Jail years ago, they still talking about it now. Now I already dropped Munchie's reaction to that video yesterday, and by the way, check it out because it's a banger. But he told 4X that since you wanted to clown me for being blind, you disabled now too. Now Munchie said even though I'm blind, that don't stop me from going to my hood and hanging out with the homies. And he told 4XTRAZ, since you handicapped now, that shouldn't stop you either. Now Munchie told 4XTRAZ it's crazy how God works, because you bragged about whooping a handicapped Hoover inside LA County Jail, and now you handicapped too. And if you so happen to land inside LA County Jail and run into them Hoovers, they shouldn't show you no mercy either, and give you the same treatment you gave a homie. Now Triggerbird said 4th of July was a wild weekend, and now that 4XTRAZ blew his fingers off, he would no longer be shoving carrots up his op's ass.
Man, bro, I know like y'all know 4th of July was crazy, man. You know, man, I'm looking all on the internet, the boy that blew his dick beaters off. You know what I'm talking about? He didn't blew his carrot stuffers off.
Now Triggerbird said, let's make one thing clear. Even though 4XTRA's an op, I don't wish that on no man. But he said at the end of the day, 4XTRA got nobody to blame but himself because he's a big ass kid. Now Triggerbird said, name one adult in their right mind that will hold an M80 in their hand, try to light it and throw it. Now Triggerbird said, this is how you could tell God loves the Hoovers, because 4XTRA just openly bragged about beating up on a handicapped Hoover and shoving a carrot up his ass, and that same hand he carroted that Hoover with, God took it away from him. Now Triggerbird said it's crazy how 4XTRA lost some fingers on 4th of July, which coincidentally landed on the 7-4 Hoover's hood day. Now Triggerbird said God keeps sending 4XTRA signs to stay away from his hood time and time again, but he never listens. And he said the bad thing for 4XTRA is, now that he lost his fingers, you gonna have all these weenies coming out trying to call him out for the fade. Now Triggerbird said the downfall for 4XTRA losing them fingers, he ain't gonna be able to work out no more, and his mind's gonna be mentally effed up. Now Triggerbird told 4XTRA, if you want to continue to go to LA County Jail, you better start working out, because you're going to have to squabble up. Now Triggerbird said he can remember when he was in camp, one of his homies named Baby Bully from West Boulevard Crib had one little ugly arm, but he still squabbled up. Now Triggerbird said the reason why he's bringing all of this up, out of all of the destruction that 4XTRA caused inside LA County Jail and in the streets, you can't expect people to have sympathy on you now just because you lost some fingers. Now Triggerbird said this is what happens when you put none but negativity out in the air. And if 4XTRA would have stayed out of jail and just kept giving back to his community, people would have had more sympathy for him. But the fact that he keeps bragging that he's an active gang member at No Jumper, and he keeps effing over his enemies inside LA County Jail, even shoving carrots up your handicapped op's ass, how do you expect them to have sympathy for you? Now Triggerbird ended it off by saying 4XTRA is nothing but bad luck for the Rolling 40 Crips, because every time he comes around, something bad happens. And he said the same way you took advantage of the handicapped homie from Hoover inside LA County Jail, the same thing can happen to you. Now Triggerbird said it's crazy because the last person that 4XTRA got into it with was his homie from Hoover from St. Louis, 607 up. And the next thing you know, 4XTRA's fingers went missing. Now was Triggerbird wrong for the things he said? For a civilian, absolutely. But let's be honest, every Hoover right now is cracking up. It's sad, but this is the mentality that they gave everybody that was born in these trenches, to love only who you know and hate everybody that's considered an op. And to the Hoovers, 4XTRA's considered an op. Now hopefully 4XTRA gets well soon and he gets through this. But now that you guys heard what Triggerbird said, y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in that comment section. Hit all notifications to get the latest drop on my videos. It's Paperboy News time. Y'all be safe and stay dangerous out there. Gone.